I'm 41 and I'm Latina. I have no kids. Yes. Clap it up for that. I like dick, all right? I see. The lady in the back was trying to do the math like, she must be a lesbian. I like contraceptive more, all right? That's all I'm saying. But 41 and I have no kids, so my family, I come from a big Mexican family on both sides. Both of my parents were one of 11 children. Anybody got a nana like mine? No? All right. Yeah, our grandmothers were having sex, girl. That's all I gotta say. Like, think about it. Like, there's a lot of Latina, a lot of old school Mexican women that have like 11, 12 plus kids. Women are only like fertile a week out of the month. So if you got a grandma like mine, just know she was getting that poundage, you know? I don't even think my grandma enjoyed sex. Like, and this is how machismo my cousin is. I was talking to my cousin about this. I was like, dude, I don't think Abuelita likes sex, dude. He's like, you don't know that. She probably liked it, right? I'm like, no, first of all, it's like, all right? Fucking idiot. Idiot. And you gotta think about this, like, I'm like, cousin, like, our grandparents worked on the fields, dude. It's not like they were fucking in the most romantic quarters, you know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I think Grandpa put it down. I'm like, you don't even know Grandpa, fool. He died. Like, you think Grandpa Rogelio just came in like some Latin lover, right? And Grandpa Hermila was just there with her 2 kids, just like, yes, take me, right? Fool came in smelling like the pesticides that killed him? No. That was a real and smart joke. All right, thank you. Thank you. I'm taking you guys Chicano studies here. All right. But my family, you know, they both sides, they try to make me feel a certain way for not having kids, guys. Like, first of all, if you have a cousin like me in her 40s, I'm gonna tell you something. With no kids, we don't want to go to your kid's birthday party, all right? Stop fucking inviting us. Why do I know what Paw Patrol is? Why? So the last Paw Patrol party I was at, first of all, my family, they're like, oh, here comes Monique. She's probably hungover. I'm like, I am, tia. Fuck you, all right? I'm living my best life. So they're like, you missed the piñata. Oh my God, I missed the piñata? Is my son not gonna get a candy bag? I don't have one, you hater. All right. Right. My cousin, she's like, hey cousin, I gotta talk to you. I've just been talking about you. I'm really concerned. This is the last barbecue, my last Paw Patrol, right? I was like, what's up, cuz? She's like, hey, I don't know, prima. You're gonna be 41. You don't have a kid. You're not married. You don't have a fulfilled life. I was like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, I don't know where my life would be without my babe or my mijo. That means son in Spanish, right? I'm like, your mijo? This gremlin that just threw his tablet at you, bitch? This silver-toothed, hot Cheeto-fingered fuck that never makes weight for this Pop Warner football you put him in? You spend thousands of dollars every year, cousin. There's no Mexicans in NFL. None. Stop spending. You've never heard, starting for the Dallas Cowboys from Southgate, California. You've never heard that shit. And don't tell me Aaron Hernandez, because we've seen how that shit turned out, all right? Everybody always goes to Aaron Hernandez. We've seen how it turned out. Leave that man alone, all right? And her babe. Her babe married her for papers. Fuck that guy. He's creepy too. Her babe, he stares at me too long. He stares at me like one of those uncles that's married into the family. You guys know what I'm talking about, right, ladies? That creepy ass uncle just looks you up and down every fucking cookout. He's like, oh, give me a hug. You grew up. I'm like, I'm 40, you fucker. Give me alone. Mexican American, man. I'm 3rd generation. That means my parents are from here, my grandparents are from here, my great-grandparents are from here. So that means I gotta think before I speak Spanish. I know if any of you are children of immigrants, don't make fun of my Spanish, all right? Because I kill it with my white friends, I kill my Spanish game. I'm like, because I gotta think before I speak Spanish. And like, it just kind of backfired on me recently because we were ordering some tacos at a taco truck recently. And the lady got really judgy on me. I told my homegirl, I was like, Megan, I got this shit, hold on. I was like, we'll take the, 3 burritos de asada, got that shit down, and then she was like, what kind of salsa? And I was like, fuck, I want the green salsa. 3 chile verde, see, I can't roll my R, right? And she knew it. She knew it. She was like, oh, this is one of them, all right. She started rolling her R's on shit that didn't have R's in it in the back. I'm like, bitch, why do you sound like Chewbacca right now, okay? But then you know what? I embraced my Mexican American. I embraced my 3rd generation, all right? I was like, listen here, Lupe, all right? I can't roll my R's and you can't say chair, bitch, all right? We're fucking even. Say Steve and I'll fucking roll my R's perfectly. Fuck you. 40, man, 41 actually. And I'm just realizing some things, you guys, because I can't party like I used to. And all my nieces, they're like in their 20s and stuff. They want to take me out with them. Like this past Coachella season, they're like, Auntie, you want to go to Coachella with us? I'm like, nah, bitch, I got sciatica. I'm not going to that shit. I've been to 11 Coachellas. I'm done. You know what I mean? But it backfired on me because these little girls started calling me out. They're like, oh, she can't hang. She can't hang. I was like, I can't hang. What are you girls doing tonight? They're like, we're going to Underground in downtown LA. I was like, I used to call that a Monday. Let's fucking go. And it was easy. Like, the first party was easy. They had a beer bong there. I was like, por favor, dude. I was teaching them how to do it in one swallow, right? I was like, boom, boom, just taking the beer bongs. People started chanting, Auntie Mo, Auntie Mo. I was like, that's right. I was teaching them how to properly do drugs. I was like, that's an amphetamine. You got to hydrate before you do that one, all right? I was teaching them how to do cocaine off penises. I was like, listen, this is how you do it. And stay away from that one. It's uncircumcised, all right? You don't want to fuck with an accordion dick. Don't do that shit. Some of the guys got quiet and shit. Like, fuck. She was funny when she was making fun of her grandma, dog. Fuck this shit. I'm not gonna lie, I missed the pandemic. I lost 30 pounds during the pandemic. Yes, you could. Thank you. I know I gained some back, haters. All right, I get it. I'm still a big girl. Where my big girls at? Okay, nobody's gonna clap, just 2 girls? All right. Who's ever been with a big girl? Anybody? Again, nobody claps. Black guy, you're not gonna clap? Okay, all right. Some of you sitting next to a big bitch right now. They're just too scared to clap and shit. Not fucking up my pussy pants, mo. Fuck you. You're clapping with your eyes and shit. Don't get it wrong with big girls, dude. We got choices, right, ladies? Right, we do, man. Like, before the pandemic, people used to take freeways to get to this shit, all right? I had fuckboys. I'd be like, nah, fuck that guy. I don't want to fuck that guy. And then I had to go in lockdown with my mom for 3 months. I was like, fuck, I should have fucked those guys. Damn. I don't need a quarantine. I need a horantine, man. You know what I mean? And I got to open my heart because I used to be like a hard girl, you know, and I had to do that, you know, lockdown by myself as a single person. I'm not going to do it again, man. I got to open my heart. And I used to just be strictly Latino. I open my heart to all the races. I'm down, you know what I mean? White guy, Blair, let's go. You know what I mean? Black guy, my name's Monique. He knows how to spell it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Some of you guys will get it later. And I had to go on lockdown with my mom, man. And it just brought up a lot of childhood trauma. And not so much because my mom was a bad mom or anything like that. It's just that, like, I grew up with a hot mom, okay? Like, banging. Like, till this day, I get compliments on my mom. They're like, that's your mom? She's 65. Look at her skin. She looks great. You're going to age great, Mo. I'm like, I look like my dad. All right. You know, people have an ugly friend. I'm my mom's ugly friend, dog. Like, you know, I wanted a short, fat Mexican mom like all my other friends. Maybe a silver tooth, something to give me a lead on this bitch, please. Ugh. Disrespectful, Mom. And even in her worst times, guys, this is a true story. Like in October of last year, my mom had a double brain aneurysm, right? And she's still here. She's doing good. It's okay. Listen to the story, all right? She's just had more game than I've ever had, dude. She's waking up from a 6-day coma in the ICU, right? Her OG boyfriend that I've known all my life is there, right? He's there with me. She's a miracle, right? All of a sudden, this other guy walks into the room. And I asked my aunties, who's this guy? You know? They're like, oh, that's her new boyfriend. That's her side piece. We got to do something quick. I'm like, what? I'm like, Mom, you got a new boyfriend? Your new boyfriend's here? She's like, what? I'm like, your new boyfriend's here. This lady died again, guys. She went back. She put the tooth back in her throat. She did her own code blue. She's like, eh. And I'm a good daughter. I was like, Mom, don't leave me. That's one way to clear the room. Shit. Thank you. It's a true story. Go look me up. You'll see my mom. You're like, damn, Mo's not lying. Shit. She is the ugly friend. Fuck. All right. I think I should talk about my dad, too, before I get out of here. I don't know, man, right? I mean, he deserves some shit. Because if you could tell, I'm from a broken home. Yeah, you know, my parents aren't together. I split up when I was 7. I'm not bitter or anything, but we can talk about some shit, can't we? Thank you. No, like it's just, like my parents split up when I was 7. My dad remarried when I was 23. I have a little brother, I have a little sister. Like I'm not bitter or anything, but can we talk about these kids? Yeah, because they just have a different life than me and my older brothers did. You know, my dad, you know, like for example, like we were my dad's first car, my older brothers and I. You know, like we didn't have insurance and shit like that, you know. Right? And my mom raised me, so like I'm a latchkey child. I used to walk myself to school, walk myself home. I was my own babysitter. Anybody like that? Right? Thank you. All right, just me. Okay. But what I'm saying is, like, this is a true story, right? I was in 4th grade, Rosemead, California, right? Went to Jansen Elementary. One foggy morning, I got there, and nobody was at school. Nobody. I was like a white bitch in a horror movie. I was like, hello? Hello? The gardener showed up, right? And my 3rd generation Spanish, it was determined that my mom forgot to set the clocks back, guys. Yeah, I was there an hour early. I didn't have a phone. You know, I couldn't call my mom. It's all right. I picked up a rake like a good Mexican. I put a shift in. You know what I mean? Jose teach me how to use a leaf blower. I got home later on that night. Mom was like, Mija, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's okay, Mom. I'm a grown man now. I got some money in Rosemead Unified, all right? But I'm telling you guys this story because my little sister just graduated high school, man. And I went to Texas to visit them. And my dad's like, hey, man, can you do me a favor today? It's your sister's big day. And I was like, yeah, Dad, that's anything. What's going on? He's like, can you pick your little sister up from school? I can't have her walking home. I'm like, what? We can see the school from the front yard, dog. Like, she's just got to cross that street. He's like, are you kidding me? Somebody can take her. I'm like, what about me walking down Rosemead Boulevard in the 90s, fool? Somebody could have took me. Are you saying I wasn't kidnappable or what? It's like, don't be bitter and go get your sister. I was like, okay, don't be bitter. All right. So I tried to center myself. I got in my dad's car. I was like, don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. She's been to Disney World 6 times. You didn't even have the Disney Channel. Don't be bitter, Mom. I can't, right? She didn't ask to be born, but fuck, neither did I. You know what I'm saying? So I got in my dad's car. I see my little cute little sister on the corner with her iPhone 14. I drove right past that little bitch. Fuck you. I got back 3 hours later without my sister, and I was drunk. My dad's like, where's your little sister? I'm like, where's my bike from my 12th birthday, dog? Don't be bitter. You guys are great. My name is Monique Flores. Thank you so much.